Good morning. These are your Nassau Guardian highlights for Thursday, January 8th, 2026. Brought to you by your Daily Bahamas headlines, especially for people on the go and those who are visually impaired. Please don't forget to like, share, and follow our Facebook, YouTube, and WhatsApp channels. Our main story today focuses on electoral boundary changes, as the Constituencies Commission report was tabled in Parliament. The report recommends the creation of two new constituencies, St. James in Western New Providence and Bimini and the Berry Islands, increasing the number of seats in the House of Assembly from 39 to 41. Deputy Prime Minister Chester Cooper defended the Commission's work amid criticism from opposition leader Michael Pintard, saying the opposition had representation on the Commission and opportunities to make changes while in office. The adjustments affect 19 existing constituencies, including Golden Isles, Killarney, Tall Pines, and several Family Island seats, with the next general election constitutionally due this year. Politically, attention is already shifting to candidates. St. Barnabas MP Shannon Cartwright is reportedly eyeing the new St. James seat, while former Prime Minister Dr. Hubert Minnis says he intends to remain in Killarney, despite boundary changes. Former Bamboo Town MP Renwood Wells has also indicated he plans to run again for his former seat, even though the FNM has nominated Dr. Dwayne Sands. In economic news, the government has announced a fee public-private partnership to develop a major port in Mayaguana. The Office of the Prime Minister says the project is expected to create about 2,000 full-time jobs and position Mayaguana as a strategic maritime and logistics hub near major shipping lanes with phased development and promised community benefits. Turning to national news, two young men, aged 21 and 28, were killed in a traffic accident in Palmetto Point, Eleuthera, following a collision between two vehicles on Queens Highway. Police investigations are ongoing. In another court matter, a 20-year-old Jamaican man was sentenced to 2 years in prison after pleading guilty to possession of an unlicensed firearm and ammunition following a police chase. At the annual parliamentary church service, Bahamas Christian Council President and Bishop Delton Fernanda called on politicians to lead with vision, accountability, and integrity, and urged Bahamians to remain engaged in the democratic process as the country heads toward the general election. Now to the editorial, which addresses the Boundaries Report. The Guardian describes the outcome as largely unsurprising, noting that the changes are mostly technical rather than dramatic. The editorial urges political parties to move past complaints, focus on voter education and registration, and prepare seriously for an election that appears increasingly imminent. The letters to the editor offer varied public perspectives. One letter from the Organization for Responsible Governance stresses that real change comes from an informed and engaged public, not political permission, and encourages civic participation in an election year. Another letter focuses on the arrest of Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro, cautioning Bahamians against anti-American rhetoric and emphasizing the importance of understanding geopolitical realities and the Bahamas' long-standing ties with the United States. Internationally, the paper reports that Venezuela's opposition remains sidelined despite Maduro's capture, raising questions about democratic transition. Elsewhere, thousands have been evacuated in the Philippines due to increased volcanic activity, and renewed fighting in Syria has displaced tens of thousands of civilians. That's a look at the major stories making news today. For full coverage, deeper detail, and additional stories, please purchase a copy of today's Nassau Guardian or visit the Guardian's website. As we close, remember this quote about staying informed. knowledge will forever govern ignorance, and a people who mean to be their own governors must arm themselves with the power which knowledge gives. From your daily Bahamas headlines. Thank you for listening. Enjoy your day, be blessed, and be a blessing.